Alright guys, I'm gonna show you how to make a house conversion sheet. And all I want you to do is give me the lengths and widths of each room in your house and convert that to feet into inches, and then it's already converted, it's already in feet, so I want you to convert it into inches and then into meters. But I want you to do that in Google Sheets. So I'm going to show you some quick and easy tricks you can use that'll make your life a lot easier when using Sheets with formulas. So you're going to go into your drive, you're going to click New, click Sheets, and make sure you can put this into your CAD/CAM folder under assignments. So this is going to be house assignments or projects. This is going to count as a daily assignment, but it's going to be using your house project. So house project conversion. So the first thing, Excel, and this is basically Google's version of Excel, Microsoft Excel. It's a great program to know how to use to be efficient with, because most programs are very similar to this for data, for making tables, for making graphs, all of that stuff. It's a powerful program, and it presents results and data very well. So the first thing I'm going to put in is a title for the table. So house. Actually, I'm going to start that in column A. So the columns are vertical. So these are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Those are all columns. These are all rows. Rows are horizontal. So column, the way I like to think about it is a column like that holds up something, right? Like a Greek column, like at a Colosseum or something. Those are all columns. Those are vertical members that hold up things. Just a way to remember which is which. So I'm going to title it House Project Conversion Table, and I am going to take up 4 columns. So what I do is you click on this, the first where you wrote it, hold Shift, and then you just move over, arrow over 4 times. And I'm going to make that space, I'm going to merge the cells of that space. So merge the cell, and then I'm going to center it, the alignment, and now I have a nice space for my table. Now I'm going to label each column, and the first column is going to be room, and then the next 3 are going to be measures. So I'm going to label this feet, inches, and meters. I wish we were in the metric system, and a lot of stuff is, but a lot of construction is still in the imperial system. So we're stuck in feet and inches for a lot of stuff in the U.S. I think there's only one other country in the world, or like 2 other countries, that use the imperial system, because everybody was smart enough to transition to the metric system, and we're just stubborn, so we don't. So the first room I'm going to do is the living room. I'm going to abbreviate it RM, and length. So I can abbreviate that LT. Living room width WT. So you're gonna have to look at the paper that you came up with the measurements with. So make sure you're looking at that. My living room's length is 22 feet, and the width is 16 feet. So this is where the conversions, the formulas come in super handy, because I'm not gonna have to. Yeah, could I just go on a calculator, multiply by 22, and get the output? Yeah, but like if you have a lot of data that you're logging and running through, you're gonna want to set things up with a formula. So I'm just gonna set this whole column is gonna be set up once I do this, and it's gonna be, you set it up by hitting the equal sign, and the conversion from feet to inches is you're gonna multiply a foot by 12, so you're gonna put 12, and then you're gonna hit Shift 8 for it's an asterisk. Also, the multiplication. It's also multiplication in sheets, so you're gonna hit multiply, and then if you put 22 in, yeah, that's great, right? If I put 22 in, okay, great. I know that 12 times 22 is equal to 264. And as I go down, if I copy that cell, it's just going to copy that. So the feature of sheets is you can tell that multiplication to multiply that column, or that so that column. So now, right, B3, right, B3, so B3 is what I'm multiplying. Now I hit enter, it comes up with B3. So what's going to happen when we bring this cell down? We take the corner of it, click and drag down. It's actually going to go to the next row, right? So it's staying in column B, and it's going down to the next cell in that column, which is 16. So to do that again, right? So how we do that is we put in equals 12 asterisk, which is your times, and then you click on B3. You can also type it in, B3. It's Sheets version. It knows that's a variable, right? This is very like easy sort of coding. This is like very entry level sort of coding stuff. So it knows that it needs to take from B3. So now I can just click and drag, and it will populate. So if I keep going, right, if I click and drag, it's going to be 0, right? Because 12 times nothing is nothing, right? So but as I fill things in, right, it's going to populate those inches. So as I fill in my measurements of my house, they're going to fill in. So we're going to apply that same logic to meters, because meters is also just a multiplication factor. And that multiplication factor, you can just easily look it up on Google, right? Foot to meter conversion. So 1 foot is equal to 0.3048 feet. I mean meters, sorry. So, which makes sense, right? Because 3 feet is about 1 meter. So it's about a third. So we're going to take that conversion factor, the 0.3048, and convert our feet. So same idea. So this is going to be equals, right? You have to, whenever you're inputting a formula, you have to start with equals. And we're going to put in that factor, 0.3048. And we're going to multiply B3, right? enter. So now we have this column is set up to do our conversions. So all you have to do now is basically plug in your measurements, right? So kitchen length, kitchen width, plug in those values. We'll go 20 and 14. So now I have these values. All I'm going to do is go back to that column and put it down. Again, guys, is it good for you to go through the arithmetic and multiply everything? Yes, it's good, but you're also subjecting yourself to errors, right? And when you do the arithmetic over and over and over again, every time you have to do that, think about how many times you press the calculator. All of those you're going to have a lot higher chances for human error. When you do something like this, when you set up a sheet in a formula, it's going to be right or it's going to be wrong, right? And as you go down, right, if I set this formula up incorrectly, everything is going to be incorrect, right? If I set the formula up correctly, everything will be correct, because we're not interacting with it. We're letting our computer, the program, do the work, be the tool. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then you can, make it a little more user friendly. Maybe I want to center everything, make that looks a little bit nicer. I can maybe put this a different color, fill that in with a gray, make this a different color. And this is all for readability. And it makes it look a little cleaner, a little nicer. Make this red. No, I don't really like that. That red shouts out a little bit too much. So make that an orange, warmer color, not so vibrant. And bold. Maybe put an italic. No, it's a friendly looking table, right? It's not jumping out at you, it's not demanding anything, it's just has nice colors, has a good scheme, and it's good. And so I want you to continue through each room of your house. And if you input the formulas, you're golden. All right, good luck.